he was another scary bloke. Yeah, they say we're not all there. I tend to agree on some of it. Still got to start that one again. I like the pressure. I like when you make a mistake, it's a goal, you know.
So I'd love to kind of start at the beginning. You know, what made you put the gloves on? What got you into keeping?
I was playing left back for just my local, I think it was St George at the time, and then yeah, I had the keeper got injured, and then I was the tallest bloke, so they said you had to go in goals, and yeah, I think it was the last minute and I saved the penalty, and then it was from that moment I was just loved it and I wanted to do it, and then yeah, and then I just put the gloves on and haven't looked back.
Your career's taken you around a fair bit, man. You've got like Burnley, Morecambe, Wanderers, Sydney United. What's the best thing you've learned about yourself?
I think the maturity. I think, obviously I had moved away quite a young age. I had to learn to grow up, like I was so set to, be places on time and, foods and stuff like that. I think just day-to-day life, like routines and stuff. I think leadership too, I think massively.
How important is being that leader, not just as a team, but like for yourself?
Massively, because if you set a standard, then the other boys in the team have to be at that standard. So it's something that I think is massively important, leadership and and setting examples and stuff like that, because it sets the standards that have to be kept.
Yeah, and as like a young player now, who sort of like has an interest in being a leader, what advice would you give them?
Just be brave and confident in what you say. So don't be afraid to think the boys will laugh at you or not take you serious.
Three keepers of the month for NPL New South Wales. How does that feel?
Yeah, look, as a personal point, obviously it's it's rewarding, and it is nice to get some things like that. I got to say thanks to Nathan as well. Obviously this year's kept me going and stuff like that, and I think we've worked well together, and it's nice to get a bit of a bit of a knowledge, I guess.
And what's been clicking for you lately to maintain that form?
I think honestly, I'm just enjoying myself right now. I think as a young guy, you always had that stress and always wanting to put too much pressure on yourself. Whereas now I'm not old anymore. I'm not old, but I'm not young anymore. And I think I'm just realizing now I'm just enjoying my football, and I think that's why I'm just going out there and enjoying it. And I think that's why I think my performances have been not bad.
What's flicked that switch for you?
Being 30. I think realizing that maybe I have 5 years left, 4 years left, 6 years left, depending. I think it's just that one of those now where I always say just enjoy it, because it comes around quick. I still remember I was 21 yesterday, and now I'm 30, and that that's why I think just now enjoy it while you can.
What's your favourite thing about being a keeper?
The pressure. I like the pressure. I like when you make a mistake, it's a goal. I thrive off that a little bit. You've got to be a little bit crazy, which I like. I like being a bit angry and that. So yeah.
Bit of a like a thing with keepers, eh? Like people think they're.
Yeah, they say we're not all there. I tend to agree on some of it. Look, you got to be a little bit, I guess, a bit out of there, because someone's smashing the ball from 5 yards out, and you're happy to just take it to the face or anywhere, and you just get back up. So yeah, you got to be brave, I guess.
Who's the craziest keeper you've trained with or played with?
Matchdays. So he used to play for Blackpool in the Premier League and stuff. He was at Burnley. He was another scary bloke.
Is there a save or a moment this season that stands out to you?
I think a moment was probably, when we probably weren't getting the results that we were needing, and then we gone away to Rockdale, and we managed that win. And it wasn't so much getting the 3 points; it was how we did it. I think it was the fight, the hunger, which was something that really showed who we are and what we can be. So I think hopefully now after seeing that, now we can push on to try to continue those performances and secure I guess our safety.
We're nearly at the end of the season now. We're 2/3 through, if not a bit more. What's it been like playing here this year?
It's been good. I've really enjoyed it. It's a great club. It's a very family club feel, which I do like. From the board to the coaches to the players, it's been everyone's been top. I think the club now is striving to be competing for things, and I think the way the club is going, we will do that. I'm enjoying my time being here.
And you've seen a few clubs, man, like England and here. At this current time, like how does it compare to other clubs?
In facilities in Australia, I think hands down, definitely it's got to be, football-wise, one of the best facilities. You know, from the gym, you know, the change rooms are getting done up, which are going to be top drawer. The pitch is good. You know, the upstairs with all the fans and that, where you can be upstairs in like the clubhouse. The facilities are honestly top drawer, areas for kids to play. I don't think there's anyone else out there that really has that properly. It's got to be one of the best in Australia.
Mate, what are the personal goals for the rest of the season?
I think personal goals, I don't have any personal goals. I think for me, it's more just helping the team as much as possible, you know, to secure safety, because we are in a situation that, you know, is obviously not where we want to be. So I think should be collective for everyone's personal goals, and as a team goal is to just, you know, make sure that we get safe.
One bit of advice you'd give to young goalkeepers right now?
Just enjoy the process and be patient, because I think goalkeeping can be a very frustrating position, because a lot of coaches and clubs prefer the experience. So, you know, you find it hard sometimes maybe playing when you think you should be playing, but just be patient, because your time will come.
If you're a young goalkeeper at the moment, say like, you know, anywhere between 18 and 22, and you feel good enough but you're not getting that chance, what else can they do to...
There's things that you can't control, but what you can control is, you know, every day at training you're there giving 100%. So then the coaches, you can't give them any excuse to not have a reason why you're not playing. You know, as long as you're focused on yourself, things will follow.
So if you could be remembered for one thing as a player, what would it be?
I think just as a good person. I think someone that's, you know, a team player, you know, being a good bloke. You know, I think that's the most important thing, you know, over the attributes, abilities and stuff like that. I think if I can retire and people always say, you know what, he was a good guy, I'm happy with that.
3 player of the months, you know, even one on its own is a big achievement, but you've done it 3 in a row, man. So congratulations.
Cheers, thank you.